Well, viewers, now it's been exactly a week since the tragic stampede in Bengaluru. 11 innocent lives were lost and several others were injured. Now, the blame game, however, continues. Today in the Karnataka High Court, questions were again asked over the arrest of officials from the RCB and the DNA. The advocates there claimed that their arrest was illegal, even as the Advocate General countered it, blamed the RCB for inviting the public without permissions. Now, these arguments were again countered. The question was asked as to why action wasn't taken against the Chief Minister himself if it was an online invite that actually led to the stampede. Firstly, let's listen in to my colleague Radhika, who brings us up to speed on all the developments in court.
Karnataka High Court has reserved its order in petitions filed by RCB Nikhil Sosale as well as DNA. In fact, they had challenged the arrest and criminal proceedings against them in connection to the Stampede case. Matters were heard by Karnataka High Court. In fact, today we know for a fact that the state government, the Advocate General representing the state government, presented his arguments as far as this entire incident is concerned. Earlier, of course, the counsel for the petitioners had argued that this case is illegal, malified, and that there's no case made out against these individuals and they're being unfairly targeted, and it's the organizations that have been named in the FIR and due process was not following as far as arrests are concerned. Today the Advocate General in fact spoke about how RCB was responsible for the event. They had put out that social media post without any permission. They did not get any permission to conduct the event either, and that unauthorized social media posts were put up, which really triggered the crowd, is what the AG has said. Also going on to say that it is the RCB and the BCCI who are in charge of the security as well as crowd management and even ticketing as far as this entire event is concerned. Also, the AG pointed at how all the due process was followed and that the petitioners are not really speaking the truth and are suppressing facts, or going on to say how the inquiry was conducted properly and how the transfer of case was done to the CID, was made to the CID by following all the due protocols, and how arrests were also made as per due process and they were given all the necessary documents in reasonable time. However, the state couldn't give a proper response when the petitioners' counsel pointed at was it the Chief Minister of Karnataka who directed the cops to go ahead and make the arrest without any proper probe being conducted. So at this point, of course, remains to be seen what will happen. The High Court has reserved its order for tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. is when we will get to know whether any of these arrested accused will get some sort of relief. Politically, of course, a lot happening. Mallikarjun Kharge and Chief Minister of Karnataka also, gave their reactions on when they were asked whether the Chief Minister here will resign. They said, by that logic, Yogi Adityanath should resign as a result of COVID deaths and due to Kumbh Stampede as well. So therefore, there's no question of resignation is something both the Congress leaders have said.
Well, so tomorrow, of course, is going to be the day to watch out for. What's going to happen? Is there going to be relief for these individuals? Meanwhile, the demands from the BJP has remained constant. They want the resignation of the Chief Minister. They say that he is the one that needs to take the onus. Let's listen into the BJP.
He has to resign. It's all his mistake. They see RCB won the cup. These people, CM and Deputy CM and the ministers, focused absolute. They are won the cup. They took them to the Vidhan Sabha steps. All these things have started from there only. So they should resign.
Meanwhile, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah was not going to buckle. He took the fight back to the opposition today. He's questioning why he must resign when BJP leaders haven't in similar situation. Now, backing him was the AICC president himself.
Congress High Command called CM and DCM to explain about the stampede, which RCB win, and they wanted to celebrate in Bangalore. So immediately, because of their mismanagement, 11 people have died and many have injured. But immediately they diverted the issue to protect them. That is what the High Command. This is a deadwood High Command.
Well, that was in fact the BJP once again hitting out at the Congress, especially the Chief Minister. Now let's listen in to what the Chief Minister and AICC President Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge said.
ಬಿಜೆಪಿಯವರಿಗೆ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಜನಗಳ ಮುಂದೆ ದಾರಿ ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಸುಳ್ಳಿಟ್ಟು ಆಮೇಲೆ ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ಕೇಳೋದು. ಈಗ ಕುಂಭಮೇಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು 40-50 ಜನ ಸತ್ತರಲ್ವ, ಆಗ ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇವರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೇನ್ರಿ? ಒಂದು ಸೇತುವೆ ಇನಾಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ದಿನನೇ ಬಿದ್ದೋಯ್ತು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮಾರು 140 ಜನ ಸತ್ತರು, ಆಗ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೇನಪ್ಪ? ಗೋಧ್ರಾ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸತ್ತರು? ಆಗ ಚೀಫ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದವ್ರು ಯಾರು ಗುಜರಾತ್ನಲ್ಲಿ?
ಕುಂಭಮೇಳದಲ್ಲೇ ಇದು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ನಾನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಸರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ಲು ಹಾಕಿ ಮೈ ಮೇಲೆ ಸಿಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡೋದು. ಅಲ್ಲಂತೂ ಲಕ್ಷಾಂತರ ಜನ ಹೋದರು, ಲೆಕ್ಕನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ನನಗೆ ಬೈದ್ರು ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಅಂತ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಹಣಗಳು ಕೇಳುವಾಗ ಈಗಲ್ಲ, ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಟೈಮು ಹಂಗೆ, ಈಗೂ ಈಗ ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ಯೋಗಿ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲಿ ನೀವಿದೆ. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಆಕಸ್ಮಿಕವಾಗಿ ಈ ಘಟನೆ ನಡೆದಿದೆ, ಇದು ತಪ್ಪು. ನಮ್ಮವರು ಕ್ಷಮೆನೂ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯಾರು ಆ ಘಟನೆನ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗಿಯಾಗಿ.
Well, interestingly here, there were also talks that the RCB wants to sell, its stake. This was, of course, dismissed earlier by a statement, but Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister, he wanted to respond because there was a rumor that he was the one who was planning to buy RCB, but he goes on to say that he's in no mood, he's not a madman, and he does not even drink Royal Challenge. Let's listen into this.
I'm not a madman. I'm just a member of the Karnataka Cricket Association from my younger days. That's all. I don't have time. Though I had offers to be a part of the management, I have not gone to any this one. I don't have time for my own education institution. I have resigned and left it to my other family members to take care of it. Why I need RCB? Even I don't drink Royal Challenge also.
So let's open this up to our panel who's joining us today from the BJP. Sudha Halkai is with us. Samruddh Hegde from the Congress is also with us. Sanjay Sahai, former top cop, also joining us on the debate. As we try and decipher a week later, has justice really been done for the victims? Why is the blame game still on? Who is really responsible for this tragedy? Let me take this straight across to Mr. Samruddh Hegde. Samruddh, even in court today, while, the matter was being heard, there still doesn't seem to be clarity because the blame game is on. The AG is saying RCB is responsible, DNA is responsible. Their advocates are saying, well, the government did the same thing that the RCB is accused of. What do the victims really look at? Where is the solution? Where is the justice?
Deepak, now we cannot ignore that the government has fixed adequate prima facie causal responsibility. The political advisor to the CM has been discharged. 5 police officials have been suspended. The intelligence bureau head has been transferred. There's been action against the event management team and the RCB and the KSCA. Now, before we jump the gun, we have to fully ascertain the facts, for which there is a CID investigation which is ongoing, a judicial inquiry by a one-man commission, and a magisterial inquiry, and the High Court has taken suo motu cognizance and is being apprised of the matter. A status report is going to be placed even before the High Court. Now, today in the court, it is only concerning illegal arrest. There is nothing about giving a clean sheet to them. That has not yet been considered by the court at all. Now the government has, and in no doubt, going beyond its scope to fix accountability. And I understand that no amount of corrective action can bring back the lives of the 11 precious souls. But we have to ensure that we break the cycle, that such incidents never happen in the future, and the government is working in that regard. Standard operating procedures are coming into place. We have set up a committee, and we are ensuring that such crowd management is taken at the highest regard. And I hate to politicize this issue, But according to the BJP, lives have different values in different states. A life under the BJP rule state is different. A life under the Congress rule state is different. So there is no accountability,
Dr. Halkai, would you want to
no
respond to that? Because that
transparency
was something
for
that the AICC president himself said today. The chief minister as well had this counter. What does the BJP have to say?
Deepak, I would like to tell that in the Mahakumbh, whatever the incident, tragic incident had taken place, it was not the lapses of the government, because there were some miscreants who had broken the barricades and they had got one more way, which was not actually in their program, what they sought it out. But here, the Congress government in Karnataka has gone absolutely against the advice of the concerned higher officials when they told that please don't keep this program tomorrow, please keep it on Sunday, because security will not be given and there's going to be huge crowd. The government, the CM, the deputy CM, absolutely they've gone against the advice of the senior officials over here. How do they justify that?
Okay.
And when
this is precisely the point. This is precisely the point. It's the blame game that is on. You're defending, your own chief ministers in your own states. I think Samrudh pointed that out in the beginning. But Samrudh, the entire argument in court, especially how the AG finds the RCB guilty here, is a social media post. I really want to ask both the BJP and the Congress here today, because social media posts came in from, the Congress and the BJP inviting people. So I want both of you all to answer as to if this is the crux, if this is what led to the stampede, then why aren't we seeing arrests from the Congress, from the BJP?
Can I answer this?
Yes.
So firstly, the social media post is a part of it. Let us remember that around 2.5 to 3 lakh people congregated at the place. But the stampede happened where? The stampede happened at the gates of the Chinnaswamy Stadium. Who was in charge of the gates? Who was in charge of manning the gates? Who was in charge of the entry? Who was in charge of ticketing? All this will have to be fixed and ascertained during the inquiry. So for you to come and say that right now we'll have to make heads roll, yes, we have fixed causal responsibility, but we'll have to wait for the final inquiry reports to come out. And in the case of Kumbh Mela, there is no investigation, no data is released, no accountability. Here we have
the data is released, there is accountability. 36
full accountability is fixed. We do not know. There is full transparency. Ma'am, let me speak. Ma'am, let me speak. Ma'am, let me speak.
Okay,
ma'am,
let's not speak over each other. Kindly hold on, Dr. Halka. I'll come to you immediately after Mr. Hegde finishes.
And Dr. Sudha Halkai seems to have some information that nobody has, that the police have advised the government not to hold such a rally. And let me remind, where is the information? Where is the information? Where is the document? Place it before the committee. Place it before the committee, ma'am. Ma'am, please don't speak over me. Ma'am, please don't speak over me. Let me make my point. Let me make my point.
Okay, very quickly, I want to go to Mr. Sahai as well. Very quickly, Mr. Hegde, go ahead.
Let me make my point, Dr. Halkai. So what I was saying is that accountability is being fixed and there's no doubt about it. And the chief minister, the deputy chief minister are all looking into it. And to come and say, put a media bite of something which is unrelated about the RCB sale into a stampede case is irresponsible. I don't think that should be done.
Okay, Samrudh, I have little time, so I'm going to have Dr. Halkai respond to you and then I'll go to Mr. Sahai.
See, Deepak, the very fact that these people, they were celebrating the victory when the dead bodies were being counted one after the other. It was more than 2 hours that tragic incident had taken place, and these people were not bothered about that, and they wanted to take all the credit. And what Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge has given a statement, who thinks himself as a veteran politician, I'm so sorry, he is one of the pity politicians, I must say, because he says this incident is accidental. I must say there was a movie called as Accidental Prime Minister. Now I'll tell the Congress party is accidental, because when there is a cooker blast, bomb blast, Mr. D.K. Shivkumar says it is an accidental incident. When there is a Rameshwar Cafe blast, he says it is an accidental incident. And when again the Neha Hiremat case, Parmeshwar says it is an accidental incident. And this also they say accidental incident. So misfortunate to have such failed government in the entire country. Absolutely, the people of Karnataka are misfortunate. What statement do they give? Is this an accidental incident when they have taken
Okay.
the so early to
Okay,
take
you're
the
saying that, calling it an accidental incident itself is wrong. They've done it in the past as well. Mr. Sahai, I want to come to you. We've, heard the politicians and the representatives, of course, defend themselves, blame each other. It's been a week. Do you really feel that everything has been done by the government to ensure justice to the victims? How would you do this differently, or do you feel that, they've done it the right way?
See, first things first. What the government has decided is primarily something which has not been based on facts. Now, the spokesperson for the government or for the Congress party has been talking about that it is a causal responsibility. I don't know what this causal responsibility means, number one. The police officers and others who have been arrested and suspended. And what is the inquiry which has been done and what is prima facie which has happened? So for one group of people, you decide on your own, and for the other group of people, you are trying to get the responsibility fixed by way of inquiry. Now, 1 week down the line, are we in any way wiser? Or we have created a smoke screen which is readily available for each of the stakeholders, and primarily one stakeholder, which there no action has been taken to escape. Now it has gone to the High Court. High Court suo moto, both this case has taken a suo moto case, and this the judicial process has started. We have not heard anything with regards to CID what has come out. So we have not moved further. But what is very surprising is the suspension and other action which has been taken, for which I think there is no ground as to stand with. If the things are proved in a manner enough for suspension, I think then any action can be taken.
Right. Right, Mr. Sahai, valid points. We'll, of course, continue to keep this story as a top focus here on NDTV. I'm thanking all our guests for joining us today.